Alright, hello everybody, welcome to the Forge. Nick here. We're going to be playing some Arena, Magic Arena. I've got enough gold to do an Arena Cube draft before they go away tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? The next day? Something like that. 35 hours from now. So I'm going to do the draft and then see how we do. I have a tendency to draft green black, but we'll see what we get. And yeah, if you like the content, remember to follow. You can donate Twitch TV slash Flint Fireforge. You don't have to. It's just we're just here to have fun. Anything that gets donated goes back to the stream. Yeah, so we're gonna just jump right into it. Feels a little loud. I'm gonna turn it down. All right, that's better. All right, cube draft, firing it up. I like this like idea of, or this concept of drafting like with other people, and then like not having to play against those people, but because like it makes the idea of like hate drafting kind of go away, which I never liked in the first place, because I hate getting hate drafted. Which would happen a lot in the store just because I'm good at drafting, and so people would try to figure out what I'm drafting and hate draft against me, and I hated that. All right. My instinct here is Rotting Regisaur or Wrath of God. Regisaur is unparalleled. It is the biggest 3-drop, period, end of story. Wrath of God destroys everything. This is just the one black pip for the investment. This is white. I think I want to pick Regisaur here. Regisaur, I feel like just goes with my favorite kinds of strategies, like green black, green red, black black red, mono black, mono black. Mono black is a fun archetype in this. Hey, White Kite, how you doing? Welcome to the Forge. Let me know where you're from. If you play Arena, what do you like to play? Okay, just waiting on our opponents to pick some cards here. So far, we've got our first 2 picks, Rotting Regisaur and Massacre Worm. Okay, let's see. I like Bone Crusher Giant. Sky Sovereign is so good. I think I want Sky Sovereign. What are my other options? I think I'm going to do the... Yeah, I think I'm going with the flagship because then it doesn't commit us to a second color quite yet. I'm good. Just bought my first set of Magic cards today and cobbled the deck together with a little help from another streamer. Physical cards, though, I don't have a PC. Hey, congrats! That's awesome. What pack did you get? Did you get anything good? What kind of deck did you make? Let's see. Obosh is the only thing in our colors here. I don't really want a 5-drop enchantment. So I'm going with Obosh. And I'm doing good, thanks for asking. I just got done with work and, decided to hop on and do some drafting. So, let's see. I think we go... So, see, this is an interesting choice here because Angel of Invention is a great Magic card. Mikaeus is good. That's not quite what we're going for. Fatal Push is good removal. I'm going with the Fatal Push. Ooh, I didn't see this down here. No, Fatal Push. 2015 deck builder kit. Hey, that's cool. Like, I like those deck builder kits. Personally, like my mom, she's a teacher, and so I kind of help. Like, she has some kids that really like Magic at her school, and so I kind of did that for them, where I built some just basic, monocolored, really straightforward mechanical kind of decks for them to play against each other. And like those deck building kits are perfect for that kind of thing. So that's really awesome. It's a great way to learn the game. All right, Exquisite Blood. I kind of want to pick Exquisite Blood here because getting the Exquisite Blood early means we can look for the 3-drop vampire and see if we can't combo somebody out. I think I want to do that. Okay. We're getting really rewarded for going mono black here. We're getting a lot of good black cards. I don't think I want Demonic Pact, but I do want Never. Return is okay, but Never is really good. Destroying Planeswalkers is so invaluable. Can't stress that enough. Oh, okay. We're back to our original pack. So this is our first pack. And so far, we're mono black. So we can splash colors. We can splash red, or we could splash blue for the Great Shark. I don't think I want Great Shark if I'm running Masker Worm, so I'm going to take Shock. Made a red-white deck based for an end game thing by boosting cards when they're together. Okay. What other like card games have you played? Like have you played, like, are you a Yu-Gi-Oh player? You played like Hearthstone or anything like that? Or I think I remember the mechanic you're talking about there. That's the it's not bolster, it's battalion. Is that it? It's the Boros mechanic, the battalion mechanic. I love that mechanic. I thought that was really good design, but I like attacking, so that makes sense. Fight is one. It's probably the card we want. Probably not going to play it though. Witch's Cauldron. Not a big fan of it. Take the land. Inscription. What kind of deck did your girlfriend make? Yu-Gi-Oh! Played a little Hearthstone. Yeah, nice. Well, welcome to Magic. It's don't be too intimidated. It's just the OG. Like, you're gonna recognize so many control. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Somebody that likes killing creatures. Okay, there's a Gary. Gary, Gray Merchant of Asphodel is really good. I think that's the best card. Let's see. Hellrider. Three thing. No. No, that's not what we want. Yeah, I'm going Gary. They call him the Gray Merchant of Asphodel. Okay, I don't think I'm going to play Space Zilla. I got really high end. I need some lower CMC creatures here. How many creatures do I have? 5 so far. Not a lot. Yeah, just have patience with it. Like, I think playing against control is really frustrating when you're first starting out because, like, your instinct is to want to cast something every single turn. And so when somebody's holding up mana for like a counter spell or a kill spell and they kill your thing right away, and then you just keep like, casting into those kinds of things and you lose that card advantage, it can feel really frustrating. So sometimes you have to know like like when to hold your cards and like not just cast a creature into that. Like for example, if you choose not to play, then they might eventually do something with their mana where they tap out and then you can finally get a threat in there. All right. Vraska Golgari Queen might be one of my favorite cards that's come out in the last 2 years. um, and I'm gonna pick it. So we're probably gonna go with the green splash then. I'll remember that on every game night we play at my sister's. Nice. Does the whole family play Magic, or is it just like, is that one of the games that gets played at game night? Let's see. I don't think we want the Hydra. Gutter Bones or Lurrus? Maybe Lurrus. That's, yeah. If you're just starting out, like, I highly recommend Commander. Like, Commander is such a good format for like casual play and learning the game. It's really good. Okay, Loris is good because it lets us replay a Rotting Regisaur and Dust Legion Zealot. And it has the life link. I mean, board games are so much fun. My friends and I are really into board games, so like, we'll play the Call of Cthulhu games and stuff like that. Okay. Think. Do I want another 5-drop? I think I do. This is easy to cast. This is triple green. I don't really want to be that heavy into green. Okay, I think I want the Woe Strider. Ooh, Primal Might's good. Don't have a lot of removal. Chandra's so good. Or I don't know if I want red over green. Taking the removal spell. Oh, hey. We got it. All right. Check this out. With Veto, I'm going to make sure I pick it. So with Veto, whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. Awesome, right? If we have Exquisite Blood out, it's just a 2-card kill combo because Exquisite Blood, whenever opponent loses life, you gain that much life. So it's just, they just die instantly. Blood Artist is good. Skyclave Shade is good. Croxa is amazing. I'm surprised to see Croxa here. I think I'm going to play Croxa. I think we're going to be Jund. We're going to Jund him out. Jund him. Savage Stomp or Ram Through. Ram Through is at instant speed. I think that's the one we want. It's also a mana. It costs one less. It's just a game called something. That sounds funny. Overgrown Tomb, that will help with the mana fixing. Okay, this is interesting. Because we have quite a few cards with 3 or less, but the card draw from Marina, and the fact that this sticks around for Gary is good. Hey, Gutter Bones came back. All right. Ooh, nice. Okay. You go in the land apartment. I love these modal flip lands. They're so good. Like, you just get to take a land out of your draft deck. It's amazing. Okay. I wish this was a green-red land. Yeah, that's fine. Intervention's fine. Alright, here we go. We're going into pack number 3. What are we hoping to get? Phyrexian Obliterator, maybe? That'd be cool. Some good removal spells, maybe. Dwarven Dayhawk. Fighter of the Nighthawk. Ooh, okay, this is a hard choice. Rankle is great. Rankle is really fantastic. But Garruk Unleashed protects itself and gives trample. I have a feeling that this Rankle might come back to us. I'm taking the Planeswalker. I think it's stronger. Scoot Swarm. Ooh. I don't think we want Scoot Swarm. This isn't Brawl. Now, Paradise Druid is an interesting choice for mana fixing. Then we won't get screwed if we want to cast Croxa or something like that. I think that's what I want. Oh, yes. Phyrexian Obliterator. Scavenging Ooze is good. Nah, I want the Obliterator. Okay, now here is a fascinating choice. So, Bloodchief's Thirst, great removal spell. Judith is awesome. And Hazoret is amazeballs. Shit. I think I want Hazoret. Oh my gosh, what's this doing here? Okay. Ulamog. Okay. Yes, I would like an assassin's trophy. I think I'm taking the blast zone. Blast zone's really good. It helps us. It gives us a land and a removal spell. How many creature cards do I think is good for a deck? If we're playing the format like so, what I'm playing right now, this is draft, right? And so, in draft, I'm gonna be only making a 40 card deck, and in a 40 card deck, I want about 17 of those cards to be lands, and then I want like 7 or 8 like spells and then the rest creatures generally speaking. So like that's like 14 or 15 creatures is like generally where you want to be. Um so yeah, I think like 14, 15 is like comfortable depending on the kind of deck you're playing. If you're playing like a spells matters deck, you want more spells, but um yeah, I'm probably going to end up running like 14 or 15 creatures. Now, if we're talking like a 60 card deck, that's like creature based. So, for example, like in Pioneer, I play spirits, and in my spirits deck in Pioneer, I run 30 creatures. So it kind of just it depends on the kind of strategy that you're running. Ooh, Judith came back to us. Let's go. Temple. A 60, and it's based on artifacts and enchantments on creatures above them. Okay, so like what we call that is you'll hear the term Voltron, and that's basically like it's equipment and enchantments like auras that buff creatures. You'll hear people call that Voltron because you're assembling the robot, haha, get it. But yeah, like in a deck like that, you want quite a few creatures. The reason for that is because if you have too many of the equipment or the enchantments, then you're not going to have anything to put them on, and you really need stuff to put them on. So the kinds of creatures you have can really matter. So if you have creatures that, like, when they come into play, they make a token or other things like that that give you more bodies to equip your cards to and enchant them to and things like that, that can really help. I would say in something like that, you're probably looking at like you'd probably want at least 16 to 20 creatures, I would imagine. That way you have plenty of creatures to put your, equipment and enchantments on. But like I said, it kind of depends on what those creatures are. So, like, for example, like some of those might be small, like 1 drops, and then you need some 2 drops. And like, for example, Gutter Bones here, great one. We call it a 1 drop creature because it has 1 converted mana cost. Yeah, it's a human based deck, and I have creatures that give effects to cards. Like for an attack, all human cards gain flying, all human get lifelink. Cool. Like, yeah, like human tribal. Like that's like what we kind of call that. And like human tribal, great classic tribe. I think I've like okay, hold on. We're gonna put a pin in this. Put a pin in this draft deck. We're gonna come back to it here in a second. If I show you, we're just gonna save and exit. We'll be right back. Be right back. Um, do I have it still? Here we go. All right. So like this is my historic humans deck, right? So when we look at this deck, now this is a primarily creatures based deck. And so in this 60 card deck, I have 36 creatures, right? It's like nothing else. It's just creatures, right? So when you're looking at yeah, yeah. So like when you're looking at like your list, like we might take out a couple of these creatures and put in some good equipment, right? So we're gonna look at our artifacts list, right? And we can look for things that synergize well with, you know, the deck. But is it only showing me creatures? I think it is. Because I want. Where's that? 3. Yeah. But like you can put like equipment and other things in your deck that will do that, but you want a pretty high density of creatures. So I'd recommend at least 20, 24 creatures that you can put, the equipment and the auras on. All right, let's trim this sucker down here. Okay. Huh. No. Nope. Yes. 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 No. Yes. 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 Do we actually need Judith? I mean, the +1/+0 helps. I don't know if we want that much of a red investment, though. Yeah, if okay, that makes a lot of sense. Like if you're just like gold fishing, that's what we call that. We call it gold fishing. That's why one of the most popular Magic websites is MTG Goldfish. It's because gold fishing, that's what it is when you're playing against yourself. If you're running out of gas even when you're just gold fishing, then yeah, you want to try to figure out a way to play cards that either like will search out other cards or bring in a token with them or let you draw cards. Those kinds of things will help you. So yeah, so there are a lot of the enchantments that for example will say like draw a card when you play them. Those can help because you can play that on your thing and it's like gives this flying and draw a card. So those kinds of enchantments can be really useful. Like so in Theros, the set that just recently came out, there were a lot of those kinds of things in there. So those packs would be cheap and easy to get. Like I'm sure the deck building kit for Theros is around. Um, but yeah, those would be really. That's kind of how I would go with it. All right, back to it. We can't run Loris as a companion because we have too many high-costed spells. Okay, this is where we're going to be making our cuts, I feel like. Okay. Okay, first things first. We can cut one of those. Cut one of those. I don't want Bonders. I don't think I want this Needle Verge. So how many lands is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, no, I need a lot more lands than that. That's 14 lands. I need to add 3. 2 black, 1 green. we've got our Paradise Druid to fix for us, so. Okay, so how many lands is that now? 15, 16. I want one more. Okay. We got our Bob Ross lands. Yes, we do. God, they're so pretty. Okay, so that's 6, 8, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, that's 17 lands. Okay, 4 cards. We need to cut 4 cards. Alright, Skyship. Just don't think you make the cut. Can't believe I just said those words. Obosh is good with our Gary. Maybe I don't want. Alright, how many creatures is this? This is 16. Go down Obosh. Never should be over here. That's a good curve. That is a good looking curve. Do we have any other? Oh wow, it took the skin off. That's crazy. Yeah, like white and red human creatures are generally going to be smaller. Um, like we call it white weenie for a reason. The the white and red cards are going to be a little better. Um, Not necessarily, like, cause like if you can play like look at good old Gutter Bones here. You know, he costs 1 black mana, and he's a 2/1, right? He's gonna get in at least, you know, like 2 to 4 points of damage before my opponent can really do something about it, usually, right? And even then, because it has 2 power, it's going to do what we call trade up, right? So it's going to trade with something that only has 2 toughness that my opponent might have paid like 3 mana for. So for example, what's something that only has 2 toughness? There you go, Lurrus, right? So Lurrus is a 3/2 that costs 3 mana. Like our Gutter Bones, our 1-drop creature can take out this Lurrus. So that's really cool. However, our Gutter Bones just is going to get outclassed eventually by, Bontu, Massacre Worm, Ulamog. So what your goal is with that kind of a deck is to kill them quickly. You're an aggro deck. You want to kill them as fast as possible. So pushing through damage, finding ways to keep those little creatures alive long enough just to do enough damage, going wide, so you have lots of little creatures. So like they might have one big dude, but if you have enough 1/1s, you can kill them. Like death by 1,000 cuts is still, a way to kill people. So, yeah, like that's the kind of stuff you want to keep in mind. I think I want to take out Ram through. I might take out Hazaret. There we go. That is a pretty looking deck. I like it. I think we should give it a try. So I want to change my sleeves. Oh, that's what that is. It's a new sleeve. That looks... Oh, I wish it didn't have this on the bottom. Alright. Here we go. This is the queen. The queen's deck. Alright. My equipment is +3, 2, and better. So the cards that revive enchantments and auras from the graveyard, I'd take those out. And but you know, that's just me. Like, if, in my opinion, like if the card is already in the graveyard, like you're already losing that fight. Like, you want to be able to apply more pressure. 4 legendary human creatures in there. Okay, cool. I imagine, like, hold on. Okay, like 2015. Who are we talking? Are we talking like Tajik? Like Tajik the Blade? Who else might have been? Who are some other humans from that time period? I can't remember. Thalia was around then. I don't know if Thalia would be in it. No, Thalia would be too good. Like Aurelia, the war leader, maybe, but she's an angel. She's not a human. I had a deck like that when I first started out that I really liked. All right, here we go. But yeah, I mean, like, you just find different ways to play. You know, like, maybe instead of being white red, you know, you switch it over to, you know, add a different color. Like, maybe you're white blue. Like, maybe you play 3 colors. You know, like, those are different ways to kind of play with deck building. That's a lot of fun. You know, like adding in the right number of like removal spells and other things like that can be really helpful. God, this hand is frustrating. Like, I want to keep it because we have all 3 colors of mana. However, we can't cast a damn thing in our hand. Oh, all from the commander deck? Okay. Alright, this will keep. Tiana, ship's caretaker. Oh, I remember her. Okay. Yeah, Audric, the Lunarch Marshal, Danitha. Okay, okay. Nice. Those are all good cards. Like, respect. Those are all good cards. Okay, this is going to be a really slow start. We're going to get off to a really slow start here because of our tapped land. But it's okay. If anything happens, we got our dog and he'll pull a knife. Okay. Alright. Let's draw some cards. So, like, this is a good example, right? Like, it's the Dusk Legion Zealot. Only cost me 2 mana. It's just a 1/1, but I get to draw a card, which is huge. Because now, if I draw a forest, I'll be able to play Vraska on turn 4 on curve, which is cool. Yeah, those sound like some good cards. Like, one of the things I love about, like, I use some commander cards in even just like, you know, like my legacy decks and stuff like that. You know, like even my really expensive decks, like they get commander cards in them sometimes. So, like, absolutely. All right, there's the Land War Visionary. Okay. So we can't Fatal Push this. Yeah, it sounds like you have one too many. Shit. I'm gonna do something possibly stupid here. Alright. Wanted to see if they'd block and take out my Dusk Legion Zealot, and if they did, I could Fatal Push their Visionary, and then I could play my Lurrus, and I'll get my Dusk Legion Zealot back. But, okay. They just pass. I don't like that. Okay, Paradise Druid was a good draw. I hope they don't counter this. Oh, no. Oh, no. That one hurt. That one hurt. That is a big boy. Okay, okay. We're in danger. That was a turn 4 Voracious Great Shark. I apologize. People are setting off fireworks near my house. They're being dicks. Don't be dick. Yeah, people have dogs in your neighborhoods. You know what happens when you shoot fireworks? They pull knives. Okay. All right. I'm gonna. So like, cards that gain you life, like, and that's all they do, aren't very good. Mostly just because it there are ways that you can gain life, like with on a creature or other things like that, that you don't that you get a body afterwards. So like, just the gaining life like doesn't win you the game. Like, that's a good way of putting it. Gaining life by itself doesn't win you the game. So like, you want to kind of think about it like that. Okay. Right. So that cleric is a good example, right? You gain the 3 life and you get the creature on board that you can then, put an enchantment on or equip or something like that. So it's a good. Yeah, I would replace that with another creature. Exactly. Okay. I hate this decision right now. Okay. Alright, so I went with Lurrus there because if nothing happens to Lurrus, we can potentially cast our Massacre Worm next turn and take care of other. Oh, it won't kill the Great Shark, but at least it can block the Great Shark. Because they're probably going to jam. Like, if they jam Hornet Queen here, this Massacre Worm is just going to be a blowout. Which is what I hope happens. No blocks. Alright. Alright. This is going to be fun. That felt good. That felt so good. Oh, feels bad, opponent. Feels bad. I have a card that wipes all non-enchanted creatures. Is it good to keep? Yeah, that's good removal. Like, If it keeps your stuff around and gets rid of your opponent's stuff, like, absolutely, that'd be a good card to keep in there. Our opponent's trying to figure out how to not die right now. Because they have to deal with 3 creatures to stay alive. And I don't know if they can do that. So they left that on top. That's interesting. They're going to draw whatever they left on top. They liked it. They liked what they saw. Phylath. That definitely keeps them alive. That's enough blockers. No, if something just dies, they just lose. They just lose. They just lose. They're just dead. Because now the Massacre Worm trigger goes on the stack, and then they die. Yeah, I mean, like, even though it kills your own creatures, it's fine. Like, with my Massacre Worm there, like, it could have killed some of my own creatures, but, you know, like, I'm okay with that, right? You know, because it's gonna keep me alive. So, like, if you can wrath the board and then play out something that's gonna, like, you know, kill your opponent, because if they, like, overextend and they've put out all their creatures and then you kill all their creatures but you still have one, hey, guess what? Like, that 2/2 is gonna win you the game, you know? So yeah, I'd keep the wrath in there. That's a good one. We call them wraths because of the card Wrath of God. 2 colorless, 2 white, and it destroys everything on the field. Wow, that is not a keepable hand. That is all black cards and no black mana. Okay, that is... Oh, not a great hand. We're going to keep it, and we're going to really hope we draw well. That was a good draw. It's an enchantment. When played, draw a card, and the enchanted creature gains protection from other creatures. Did I read that right? Protection from other creatures. Dang, that sounds cool. Now, a good question is, how much does that enchantment cost to cast, right? Like, is it a 5-drop? Is it a 2-drop? Like, that's a good question to ask yourself, too. Our deck is not working well together right now. Teferi's Tutelage. Oh, this is going to start milling my deck. 1 white, 2 Vanity. Yeah, that's not too bad then. Yeah, like, you get to draw a card and your opponent can't kill it in battle. That seems pretty good. Okay. I don't like this. I don't have ways of recurring things from my graveyard, really. So I really don't want to get milled out. I don't want to get Ashioked. That's what this looks like. This looks like an Ashiok in my future. Scarab God. See, there we go. That is the bullet we just dodged. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, pull a knife on these people. Stop looking at my hand. No. If it were me, I'd take the Dryad. Yep. Fuck. Rusty Shackleford is really good. Okay, here we go. Let's go Loris. I think our opponent's thinking about activating Scarab God. If they activate, I would take Tender Shroot, but they're probably going to take the Paradise Druid, so we can't play it. Yep. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Whoops. We are just going to lose this game. Scarab God is so good. That Thought Erasure really got us. There goes the Dread. Now we're sunk. Is there a limit to how many different enchantment creatures are in the deck? No, there's no limit to how many cards you can have in a deck. There's only the minimum. So you can have a minimum of 60 cards, and then you can only have a maximum of 4 creatures of the same name. So you can only have 4 Grey Merchant of Asphodel in your deck. You know, things like that. I have just lost. This game is completely over. Nah, GG. They got me. Scarab God just ran away with that game. Ooh, that felt bad. That felt bad. Though it happens. All right. We just shake those off. We just shake those off. And we move on. We just move on to the next one. Okay. I don't hate this hand. And I'll tell you why. Because if we can Phyrexian Arena off of this Dusk Legion Zealot, we are going to be in a really good spot. Oh, the green was a good draw. The green was a good draw. Okay. We're not going to hate on that land. Not with an Ulamog in hand. Ooh, okay. Our opponent's getting a little ham. Getting a little ham out here. No. Now this is an interesting choice. I'm going to go Regisaur here just because our opponent seems to be playing so aggro. I would like for them to stop. And if they're playing red-green, the odds of them being able to easily deal with this Rotting Regisaur are low. Just because it's so tough. Yeah, that's what I thought. So they just play land and pass the turn. I'm going to discard Phyrexian Arena. Okay, let's play our Vraska. Let's get rid of the Earthshaker, or the Resilient Kenra. And let's attack with our Rotting Regisaur. Ooh, they take 7 to the face. Okay, they shock our Zealot, then they're going to attack Vraska with the Scorch Spitter. I mean, they're going to take another 7? Oh, they got to skewer the critics for that. Okay. Did they pay full price for that skewer the critics? They did. Okay, I think we ditch Ulamog here. they can keep blocking. Block all day. They scoop it up. All right. Oh, that Rotting Regisaur. Pack one, pick one. That is such a good card. 7/6 for 3 mana with no downside is fucking stupid. Card is so good. Love it. Nice. So how many total creatures do you have now? That's a good question to ask yourself. Also, how many lands are you running? Yes, we need that. Okay, turn 2, no play. We like seeing that. Okay, now see, this is interesting. I think what we do here is we play the Paradise Druid, because then we can play Vraska or Guruk on turn 3, and that feels real good. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, this feels good. This feels really good. I like that. I like getting rid of Aluris and keeping my Planeswalker around. "20 creatures, 24 lands." That's not too bad. 16 enchantments and equipments and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. Try that out. See how it feels. All right, Aurelia is a really good card. Sorry, that was terrible. I don't have a way of killing this.
As long as we win, nothing else
Yep. Yep. Okay. We're gonna draw lots of cards. Okay, Primal Might's a good draw. Okay. Now we can deal with Aurelia. Gains indestructible. Okay. I think they're gonna try to race us. That makes sense. I'd probably try to race in this situation if I were them. If I attack, I can kill the Aurelia. I think that's what I want to do. Whew, they just take it. Okay. They're on this racist plan. I added 2 tougher creatures, one an enchanted Cyclops that gives all my creatures 1/1, and then a giant that has vigilance and can make up to 3 cards. Monstrous. Yeah. Yeah. I think that when you're adding like one-ofs, like remember like your consistency of like seeing those cards is gonna be low. But yeah, like just the more creatures that you see, I think it'll be a little less frustrating when you play against like those control strategies and things like that. Give Bone Crusher +2/+0 and trample. Do they take 2? No. This is 8 damage. I don't think I want to take 8 with a Siege Gang Commander on the field. Okay, wow, this music just got really loud. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. Because we're not dead to 4 damage, 5, 6, 7, 8. They would need 1 more. Oh fuck, we're almost dead. If we made that and given that. Okay, that's significant. They used a red mana. That is not significant. Okay, we take 6. They can shoot us for 2. We take 1. We're at 1. Like, I don't think we win. That's the problem. One, two, three, four, 5. Like, there's a way where they live. If they block 4 creatures on the Regisaur, Aurelia on the plant, they live. And they keep Aurelia, and I die. Oh, they do. They keep all their goblins. They can just shoot them at me next turn. I am so dead. I just need my opponent to misplay. And it doesn't look like they're going to. I mean, I'm so dead. Yep, good game. Good game. They got me. It was close. It was close. I don't think they realize that they can just siege gang commander me to death. Like, they can just, sacrifice 2 goblins, deal 4 damage. I'm dead. And siege gang commander can sack itself. So, like, I hope that our opponent... Oh, overkill. They got a glory bringer. We'll let them have fun. No, we won't. That was close. I feel like if we had played Garruk the turn that we played the Dryad, we could have won that. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see what our opponents are on this time. Playing Aubrey. Okay. Gonna lead off on the Overgrown Tomb. Enters tap because we don't have 1-drop. We're gonna play a swamp in case we draw a swamp. Adonto Vanguard is a very good Magic card. Wow, we have so many ways to kill it, and yet it's going to stay alive. Let's see how much life we can get them to use with it. Do they still get the land search? I'm gonna be really upset if they do. They do! Oops. Wow. I did not know that. I did not know that is how that interaction worked. Okay. Well, this is happening. Okay. Oh, that is a very large Machias. Who is going to be very dead.
Today's your lucky day.
I love Vraska. She's possibly one of my favorite characters, and this art by Magali Villeneuve is so good. Blocker.
Everyone is expendable, except me.
Okay. Pashiri's the one that makes artifacts, right?
Its pain is our gain.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do that because we got a blocker. Loris will gain us some life. Sure. Okay. Tristani is a good card. Okay, let's play Temple. Yes, please. Let's... Let's Dusk Legion draw that card. Get rid of that.
As long as we win, nothing else matters.
Oh man, having a black mana would be nice. Alright. Go ahead, opponent. What would be really cool is if we drew like that 3-drop vampire guy for our combo. Oh, we manifested it. Oh, we manifested that. Oh, we made that happen. Okay. Alright, so we're going to slam this first because it's safer to play. And so we can play this on the next turn and we just win. We don't even have to attack here. I think we just get rid of Pashiri here.
An unfortunate fate.
This is cool. This is so cool. We're just gonna win. We are just gonna win next turn, and our opponent doesn't even know it. I don't know if they're gonna have a way of interacting with this. I mean, they're gonna have to kill the veto right away. Does this target? This targets. Okay. Okay. We're gonna have to draw a way of dealing with this Shalai. Oh, that's fine.
Good hits. Don't let it go to your head.
Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. Well, fuck. Now we can't do that. Okay, I guess we just swarm the board then.
The ends justify.
Okay. I mean, I still think we're in a really good position to win. However, we're not going to be able to pull off our combo because it targets. And unless we can kill Shalai, we can't do anything about the targeting. So right now, my plan to deal with Shalai is to get to 10 mana and hardcast an Ulamog. Which we might be able to do because we're drawing so many cards. Rip, yeah. Okay, Shalai is going to attack Vraska. That's fine. I love this music, whatever's playing right now. This is really pretty. Is this Eldraine? Oh, of course it's Eldraine. I loved Eldraine. Such a good set. Okay, sacrifice our Dark Legion Zealot. Draw a card. Bantu does not kill Shalai. Blast Zone will. That is 10 mana. We did it. Alright. Here we go. Goodbye and goodbye. Not that it matters. They got the Dryad. Heroic intervention. No. Wow. Wow. It's gonna be like that, huh, opponent? It's gonna be like that. Wow. Alright, 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 alright. Well, shit. Don't need the lands now. Okay. Alright, here we go. Massacre attempt number 2. That'll be next turn. Okay. Man, the heroic intervention. A Johnny coming in to save the day. That hexproof. Because, like, the crazy thing is, this exiles, right? But, giving them that hexproof. Hey, thanks for the follow, White Kite. Welcome to the Forge, man. Alright, Night of Autumn. What are you going to destroy? My exquisite blood? Gain life? I'm going to destroy the exquisite blood. That's fine. We can't combo you anyways. Feels bad. But that, I think, is going to give us the kill with our Massacre Worm. Because it's going to kill 3 creatures, and then we're going to have enough to deal that last point of damage. So, I don't think our opponent realizes this, but this is game over. This is the end of the line for them. Because I can't foresee of a way that they get out of this. Then again, we didn't get to combo, did we? Alright, here we go. Kroxa, great draw. Alright. Massacre Worm. They lose 1. We kill 3. This should be 6 damage no matter what. GG. Got there. Alright, we got there. Didn't get to pull off my fun combo, but we got there. Shalai! Can't believe it. They had the Shalai. They had the hexproof. They could protect themselves. Oh, they had the hexproof twice. Then they had the backup hexproof for Shalai herself. Crazy. Crazy. They made us work for it. Oh, hey! I forgot about that. White Kite, you helped me hit my sub goal for the month. You're my 10th sub for the month. So, congrats. Big rip. Hey, good night. Thank you for following the stream. Come watch again, and good luck with your magic. Let me know how it goes. Okay, I can't keep this hand. Oh, this is worse. Okay, this isn't a bad hand to try to recover with. Okay. Fire and Storm Tamer is a good card. Okay, search for Azcanta. Oh, yeah, Regisaur here. They didn't attack. Are they planning on blocking? Okay. That's fair. Okay, so they chump block. I think they want to. I think they're trying to control the board. Okay, cycle, draw. Alright, Reggie. Oof. It's okay. I can discard Languish. I'm fine with that. Doesn't look like my opponent has any creatures, really. Search for Azcanta. Hoopy Frood passes the turn. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. No, we're not. But our opponent's probably going to either 2 or 3 here. Unless they have a Brazen Borrower. It's a possibility that they have Brazen Borrower. Into the Royal. Okay. Wonder if they have another counter spell. They're digging. They're digging. Alright, Azcanta flips. Okay, they play a creature. They have 3 mana up still. I mean... They have an Essence Scatter. Yeah. We might be in trouble. Fatal Push deals with this. Never deals with this. Primal Might deals with this. We have a lot of ways of dealing with this. Oh, no. Oh, they didn't find anything? Oh, wow. Okay, now Primal Might no longer deals with this. That's not good enough. We want to see Massacre Worm. Well, looks like they might have controlled us well enough to win. Oh, that's not gonna do it. Pull a knife on him. Okay, here we go. Massacre Worm. That's not gonna be enough. Good game. Well, rip. Feels bad. Alright. We got 3 wins. Not enough to play again, which sucks. And here we see why I kind of hate Arena sometimes. Because you just can't like, I guess I could play on the ladder, but I don't really want to. I can't draft. I don't really like playing Brawl right now. Too many Scoot Swarm decks. So I think I'm going to call that a. I'm thinking. Let me think. What do I want to do? Yeah, I think I'm going to call that a stream. I think I'm going to get some dinner, and then I might hop back on later. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for following, and thank you for donating. And everyone have a great night. And thank you.